Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another red talk. Blood Flawless is just in the back. He'll be jumping in a second, bruv. What you man telling me? You know what I'm saying? It's the warm up. You know what I'm saying? The team news should be out now. Well, it should be out now. So, or maybe not now. Maybe the team news is out in 15 minutes or some shit like that. But either way, do you know what I'm saying? This is gonna run straight into the watch along, people. You already know what time it is, so yeah. Big up everyone inside, bro, and big up for another membership, my brother. You already know what time it is, man. Appreciate everyone in the building. Man said make sure you win tonight. Brother, listen, there's no pressure on us. We're gonna win, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, isn't it? Like, we're gonna win. Man said somebody United pundits glad. What's that? Glad to feel the club was not good after their departure. Carrick at the wheel. No, I hear you. I hear you, bro. I find the lack of support, from a lot of the ex-Man United players towards Michael Carrick weird, innit? You know them ones there. I find it weird. But at the same time, I think a lot of these guys are they've got PTSD from the Ole Gunnar situation, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I think they've just got PTSD from Ole's situation. So they're thinking, hold on, we don't want another repeat instance with Carrick not being qualified, etc., etc., etc. But the logic that these men are using for the Michael Carrick situation doesn't stand up, because Michael Carrick is in a complete different situation to Ole. Do you know what I'm saying? He's actually got a solid backroom staff, like years and years of real experience in Steve Holland, and also he's got a much more successful time in football than Ole, bro. Like, Ole failed at Cardiff. Do you know what I mean? Man was at Mulder. Like, bro, Michael Carrick was coaching in one of the most competitive leagues in the world, bro, and got his team to the playoffs, bro, from threatened relegation when he came in. So it's, yeah, bro, then the situations are not comparable. And also, this league is a lot weaker than the league that Ole was in. Ole was up against a prime Pep and Jurgen Klopp, and I can't remember the other managers that could have been there. Now, Michael Carrick's up against Arteta, Rosenior, Slot. Do you know what I'm saying? The competition around him is also a lot weaker. So when we're seeing all of these things, it's just, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. People need to use context, and I think a lot of people are not using it. Man said, Rants, are you sussing the time? What's that? I don't understand this. You were with Lee Gunner 2 minutes ago. I don't know what that means, my brother. But yeah, I do back-to-back shows all the time. Did I see the Gary Lineker quotes about Ruben Amorim? And I didn't see them, but I think I heard about them. And I think, didn't he joke or something and said that he should sue him or something like that? Something weird like that. Something funny like that, should I say. So, yeah. Man said Michael Carrick, team's unchanged. Yeah, and we win again, bro. Like, brother, you know what it is with Manchester United? The good old days with Manchester United, yeah? We used to know the starting lineup before it came out. We just knew that Fergie was just going to play the same team if it ain't broke situation. And this is why we're going to win tonight. Do you know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, FC, bruv. Yo, my bro.
Yes, fam. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yeah, all good, man. Do you know what I mean? Unchanged lineup. They're pretty much saying, and bro, it was to be expected.
Yeah, of course. You just said it there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And on merit, everybody deserves their place in the start. Despite when I think about individual players not being overall and what's happened prior, in particular this season, they deserve it. Because if they was performing poorly, I'd be sat here criticizing, saying man need to be dropped. So I don't think you need to rotate. That's why I think I've heard people suggest rotation, in particular when people have mentioned like Mbeumo playing as the striker and things of that nature. He's playing well. Why would you? He's not only scoring goals, he's not
playing badly. Like,
I think three of the 4 games.
Yeah, he's getting goals. And at the end of the
Playing well.
day, you start the same team and then you adjust around that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not to say that this is going to be the starting 11 forever and ever, but while we're winning, there's absolutely no reason to change it, because then say you change it and then we don't win, then the conversation becomes, why did he change it?
Why do you change
You get
it?
what I'm
Why?
saying?
What's going on? And I think that front three in particular works no matter what style you're playing. So if you're playing counter attacking, it can work. If you're in a more of a 50-50 game, it can work. If you're the more team on the team who has more possession, it can also work and break down a low block. And I think three of the 4 games, and Bremo scored the first goal. He scored the first goal against
He's
City.
a decisive brother. He's been decisive.
Yeah, like, so it is. And Cunha's dispelled a lot of myths where people talking about, oh, he can't play in the team and and him and Bruno. That's all out the window. Ahmad and off the ball offers a hell of a lot as well. He just didn't really got the GNA to go with it, but I think that will happen. And then the midfield's midfielding, and even the back four. As much as I'm critical of Delo, I thought he was excellent again. You know what I'm saying?
He was very good last game. Last game was probably Delo's best game for us, probably this season.
Yeah, like I was saying, and I would say his best game before that was the one before. So that goes to show how well he's been playing. Because Chukwueze is he's no easy winger to deal with. Man's quick, direct. You know, it's like just straight raw African man. Like that's what that is, the African power, and he did well with it. So yeah, no change lineups. Again, Carrick simplifying it, like with his lineup. Hey, you know what? We're playing well with this 11, so let me stay with this. And it's not like the players coming off the bench and having an impact, like a Sesko, for example. He's having an impact on games. So yeah, keep it the same, 100%.
So yeah, now I'm happy with the same team. I'm happy with what Michael Carrick's done so far. I'm very happy with also how he articulates himself in the press conferences as well. I like how calm he is. He's calm demeanor, bro. Like his personality is pretty much exactly the way he plays football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like super laid back, and he's just unfazed by everything. Do you know what I mean? When they ask him questions, he just always answers the questions the way he's meant to answer the questions, and you can see that he doesn't get too carried away, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's important, because I believe that when you've got an overly emotional manager, it leaks into the dressing room, bro, whether you like it or not, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've seen it with Ruben Amorim. You've seen it with loads of managers, whether it be the Contes or whatever, even Arteta to a certain degree, bro. I don't like managers. Yeah, with Klopp, I just don't like managers that are too emotional, bro, at all, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones where I think there needs to be an element of control. If you can't control your emotions, how can you control a dressing room?
Yeah, and you want a calming influence to help you in those situations. So when things are going wrong or things, you want to be able to look to your manager at points, or even if you don't look to him to be able to know what to say to you or say to the group as a whole. And I like as well how he said, that's why I'm a big fan of Ancelotti. I like how he said it's for the fan. You just mentioned there about not getting carried away. And he was like, that's more for the fans. So he's fully understanding. You mentioned it, that he manages, and his character is like how he played. So he is unfazed. He is calm, he is relaxed, and he is very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Very particular. Right, that's what it is. Like, you can see by his decision making and his game. Yes, he could, even when he was playing football, he could do amazing things like his passing range and stuff. But what he did very, very well was the basics, like screening the defense,
and
like knowing when to play the ball short. Yeah, and that's what he's doing as a coach. Like, he has really just stripped it back to the basics and gave each player and the team as a whole instructions. Because I'll never forget the City game, for example, when I seen the Dorgu and Bremo Ahmad front three. I was like, why is he going with this? And in the first 5 minutes of the game, I understood. I was like, I see exactly what you're doing. But it didn't make no sense to me at first. I'm like, Dorgu left wing, what? But that's, again, you're thinking it's a simple plan. Hey, we're going to play counter-attack. Let me play my 3 most mobile players. Makes all the sense in the world.
100%. And this is what it is. Like, a guy that mastered the basics as a player is mastering the basics as a coach.
No,
that's just it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you ask all the players what Michael Carrick's brought in, they're saying, he's simplifying everything. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not overcomplicating the game. And that was Ruben Amorim's issue. That's the issue with a lot of these coaches now. They're overcomplicating everything. They're micromanaging players. They're giving too much information, and they're trying to control too much instead of allowing the players some autonomy to do their own thing and to think for themselves and to make decisions for themselves. Like, these players are not allowed to do it, bro. And when you allow the players, to make their own decision, and they're good players as well, beautiful things can happen, bro.
Because you've seen it, especially I get from a defensive standpoint, and that being the structure that you put in, and we should do this off the ball. That makes sense. But in regards to getting into the final third, let players play. There's a reason these players have scored goals and got assists and creating stuff like that. Like, let, in particular, Kanye, because we always say he's a maverick, which he is. Let him be a maverick. Once the ball gets into the fight, let Bremo do what he's doing. Let Ahmad do what he's doing. Same with Bruno, same with Mano. Like, yeah, you might get some simple instructions in the final third. Maybe target a certain player, for example. Or if Sesko's on, when the ball gets out wide, Sesko peel off to the back post, cross it into the back post. But other than that, let the players play. They're not robots. That's what that is. There's a reason we brought in these players for big money as well. And you can see it's paying dividends in these first 4 games as well. So I'm with it. And the journalists keep asking about Mount. That's crazy. I forget he plays for us. He's one of them. People have to mention him to me for me to remember that Mount's a part of the team. Because I never hear his name get mentioned.
Like, why would they even ask about him? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the funny thing. Mason Mount is so irrelevant, in this Manchester United team, bro. The fact that man will ask, when's Mason Mount back? Why do we care, bro?
They care because he's English, that's why.
But that's the only why do we care, bro? Like, he's not going to the World Cup, bro. So why do we care, bro?
What?
Like, why do we actually care, bro? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, me, when I'm chilling, I'm watching my football team, the greatest thing about watching Manchester United right now is that man is seeing team performance after team performance after team performance, bro. That's all man is seeing, bro. That's all man is seeing, bro. Like, this is the reality, bro. Everyone looks good, bro. Dallo looks half decent now because the whole team's playing well, bro. Everyone is looking after each other, bro. It's very, very hard to look shit in this Man United team at the moment unless you're collapsing yourself, like.
Because you're being helped. Like, we talk about Dalot when we know his deficient. Then when you got a manager who's then asking him to do more that he can do, playing him at left wing back, asking him to be the offensive outlet, even the passing options as well. And then having Ahmad in front of him helps so much. And then you got Casemiro who will drift over that side, Mano who will drift over that side. And you're not asking him to invert and get on the ball and build up, even though at times in the Spurs and Fulham games, he's actually progressing the ball really, really well. I don't think he can do as much as, we criticize him is. He can defend to an average level. So if you're an average defender and you get average defender help, he's going to be good more often than not, because he's not just out there solo dolo, and he's getting more passing options, whether it's the centre back, whether it's one of the central midfielders or both, or whether you're going long to the striker or it's Ahmad in front of you as the winger. So that's what we're seeing. It is. It's like people think you need 11 world-class players to play good football, and this is all we was talking about, is go out there and compete. And not only we going out there and compete.
But this is why I couldn't be gaslit by Ruben Amorim, because I saw Vincent Kompany, doing up tiki-taka at Burnley, bro.
Yes. So
you can't gaslight me into believing that you need 11 absolute world beaters to play a certain brand of football, because I've seen it with inferior players, bro. I can't hear that. Remember what Bielsa had? Bielsa had Calvin Phillips looking like a decent footballer, bro. His career's over now.
Bro. He had him balling.
He got a Man City move of playing for Bielsa, bro. And now look, where's man now? Is he still at Man City, bro? What is he doing, bro?
Right, did he not go on loan to? Where did he go? He went to Did he go Championship? Or did he go Sunderland? Why am I thinking red and white? It's either Sunderland or Sheffield United or something like that. He went out on loan. Yeah, he went out. He got
in the England squad playing for Bielsa, bro.
And that's it. And this is what we're talking about in regards to it. We seen how many managers at Brighton play good football. No matter who was in there, we've watched the conveyor belt of managers go there, from De Zerbi to Potter to Hertzler. There's probably a couple. I know there's a couple names.
To be fair, not just that, but man talk about that, but then man can also look at the amount of players, that have played for Brighton, and they've left Brighton and they haven't been able to recreate the form that they had at Brighton. When you look at guys like Basuma, do you know what I'm saying?
It's very
Like when
few.
you look at even Trossard, for me, yeah, the Trossard that we saw at Brighton's not the Trossard we've seen at Arsenal. He's gone to a better team, man. He doesn't look like the same player, bro. Like,
Because again,
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Yeah,
we
well,
talk
of
about
course.
in regards to how much a system can help you, and because Trossard has certain things he does well, you see it at Brighton. There is the only odd player. There is only like a Cucurella you look at. You mentioned Basuma, who looked like a world beater there. You mentioned a Trossard, who
Even
looked
Cucurella, it
exceptional
took
there
him
as
a
well.
while, bruv, to start showing the form he's showing at Chelsea, bro. Like he was labeled a flop at the beginning.
It was same way Caicedo was, because it took him a year, and we all know his talent and his skill set. Look at McAllister now.
Oh, bro.
Look at McAllister. And I actually think he's a good player, but look at McAllister. Guy is the prime example.
Yeah,
because he had that one good season last season for them, but
but McAllister's been, you get me? You know what I mean? I've always thought he was meaty anyway, bro. Do you know what I mean?
He's been worse than meaty this season. He's
I know,
been average.
I know.
It's been shocking. I'm looking at him and I'm like, what happened? Like, I know you can pass a football. Like, I know you're capable of passing a football, and it's like there's not even that. Like, yeah, it's mad. But again, it goes to show just how important manager is and coaches. And that's what I didn't like about the AMORIM situation. This is why I wrote off the season in the summer. And people were like, why don't you think we can do anything? Look at the manager. Because people will wax lyrical about fantastic managers and the impact they have. So people will talk about Enrique. People will talk about Pep and talk about their importance from a positive aspect. But don't people think it can work on the flip side, where if you have an awful manager, it can have a negative impact? Because as much as I don't rate these players, you don't rate some of these players, they were better than what they were showing. Telling me it took you 335 days to win 2 matches in a row. Get out of here, man. Players are better than that. Stop it. Because no one had us 50th. No one had us bottom half when he took over. So let's stop.
But then this guy's shouting, talking about it's not the system and bringing the Pope into it and shit. This is why, for me,
or being extra.
Exactly. This is for me. This is why the Man United fans, that had the absolute gall, to support this fucking manager through what he was putting us through, that you don't deserve forgiveness. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely
you don't deserve forgiveness, because if you wasn't supporting this manager, oh shit, hold on, we go third if we win today. When do Villa play?
Yeah, because Villa play tomorrow. Villa play Brighton tomorrow.
Oh shit, say less. All right, cool. That just added the extra stake to the game. I just seen the league table on the screen. Lovely stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We go third.
Yeah, bro. The fact that you lot, allowed this manager to get away with what he got away with, you will never be forgiven by me, bro. You know them ones, all these AMORIM inners, all these guys, that have got platforms as well, that were absolutely letting this guy get away with murder, and lowering the standards at this football club, bro. Do you know what I mean? They need to be brought to justice, fam.
Absolutely, they need to be. And it's amazing how it's now quiet. Because I see people with platforms, people on socials, people without platforms on socials, talking about how we need to back AMORIM and how he's going to get it right. And once he gets trophies, you lot don't celebrate. And now they quiet. Because after Burnley, they was loud. They had plenty to say after the Burnley game under Fletcher. And then because we've now won these games, and we've won these games in impressive fashion, now it's, he was never the guy. It was this. I watched the Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes podcast yesterday. And Scholes, they was talking about it. Scholes mentioned it, how people are talking about now about, AMORIM wasn't the guy. How did he get it so wrong? But you weren't saying that at the time. People was backing it. People was backing this. This is why I said in the summer, you lot can go back and check it. I was stating this. We are doing nothing of note this season with him in charge. He is a negative to what.
But this is why, But this is why they say hindsight is 20/20, and this is exactly why, like, I'm prepared to take the bullets early, bro, because I don't wait. Do you know what I mean? As soon as I see things are manifesting themselves, no matter how popular or unpopular it is, I'll put my neck on the line and say what I see, bro, because integrity is important to me, bro. These guys are saying, oh yeah, I'll back every manager and that. Yeah, fuck all that, bro. I'm not backing anything blindly in life. Nothing. I wouldn't even back my own children blindly. You know them ones.
You want what's best for your kids. That's
Brother,
why you wouldn't.
Crazy. If you're my youth, I'm not backing you blindly, bro. If you're telling me that you want to do something, I can see you're not good at it, I'm not gonna support you, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna support it, bro, because I'm like, brother, you're not good. Like, do you know what I mean? If I had a son and he's like, yo, cool, I want to be a basketball player, and he's 5'8", I'm gonna say, you know what, my brother, this ain't for you, innit? Like, respectfully.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm
Pick up
saying?
another sport.
If you think I'm
Yeah.
about to drive around the country for your short ass to play basketball, bro, you're not gonna make it. Like, you know them one.
Yeah.
It's just like might have to just keep it all the way 100, bro. Like in life, yeah, you can't be anything you want to be. That's not real life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can be anything that you're good at, and even if you're good at it, you still need to be better than other people for the most part. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, there has to be a sense of reality here. Do you know what I'm saying? So, when we're looking at Ruben Amorim, I'm not going to support you just because you're a Man United manager, bro. Because if it was my own son, yeah, failing like that, I'd tell him to pack it in.
Facts.
I tell him to pack it in,
because
bro.
you want what's best for your son. Same way, because you're a Manchester United fan, you want what's best for Manchester United. And if you believe a manager's not good enough, you're gonna state so. Same way, I'm gonna state so. I've seen enough. Do I back a manager getting into the job at first if I think his resume and what he's done previously? Yes. Then I assess you while you're here. Because guess what? If you do well, I'm then going to back you even more. Like, you know what? I can see the positives. There was none. And that's why that November to August, we seen everything we need to know. Whenever you decided to turn is whenever you decided to turn. But if it took you till this season to turn, I don't know what going for you. Because I'm more patient than most, and I could see and I could go, all right, this is not right. This ain't it. It's ridiculous. It's absolute nonsense. Like, what had you seen? What was good? Like, what had you seen that made you go, yeah?
No, but they didn't see nothing flawless because they thought, yeah, that it makes them a better fan, by backing this nonsense. Does it make you a better parent by pushing your child into something, yeah, that you know will bear no fruit because they're not good? Like, nah, bro. Like, there has to be a conversation. And then if they still want to go and do it, you can say, cool, you go do your thing, but realistically, it ain't with my blessing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is, bro. Like, bro, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, it's not worth it, bro. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you as a parent, you should want, bro, like, as a parent, you're probably going to be the only person, yeah, in the world that wants your child to do better than you. You want them to have a better life than you. You know them, man.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying this for your own good, bro. I want you to have a better life than me, bro. Like, this ain't it. You know them way. If you're just saying, oh no, just do whatever you want, bro. Bro, there's no guarantees with do whatever you want, cuz. There's no guarantees with that. There needs to be consequences and repercussions for failure, because in real life, there are consequences for failure, bro. What Amorim was doing was not real life, bro, because there was failure with no consequences.
Zero. The board still backed him, fans still backed him, and I watch and I go, we finished 15th, and you do want what's best for your kids. Because it's mad that you mentioned that, because my dad watches my content. And when he told me, hey, you good at this? I was like, all right, I'm onto something. I know if I was terrible, he would have told me. 110%.
You're damn right. Or he just wouldn't have said nothing.
he would have,
at all.
No.
Man wouldn't even let you know he's seen it. You know them man's like, if I ignore this shit, he might stop doing it. You know, like bro.
I hear it. I know factual. When he told me, I was like, all right, then, yeah. Because I know that if I wasn't good, he would have been like, nah, this ain't it, son. I know he would have told me about myself like that. This ain't it.
This is what I'm saying, bro. And it's one of them ones where Ruben Amorim's thing, the worst thing about Ruben Amorim's thing, yeah, for me personally, because everyone's got their own gripes. The biggest gripe for me with Ruben Amorim, yeah, managers like Ruben Amorim is, yeah, the gaslighting, bro. Like, these brothers, yeah, they'll absolutely convince you, yeah, that you didn't see what you saw, bro.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's not that. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, they'd be like, no, it's not that. It's not the system. It's not that. It's the effort. It's the this. It's the that. It's the that. It's like, brother, we're watching the same game as you. Like, you're sitting there, yeah. It's almost like no, it's not even almost. You're actually insulting my intelligence. This is why I have a personal problem with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he sat there and he lied to my face for 16 months or however long he was there, bro. He lied to me. Yeah. Like, he looked me in the face and he said to me that you don't know football. Yeah. I know football. The game that you grew up watching, it's not that, bro. It's inverted wingbacks. It's vacating the midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? It's leaving fucking acres. You could park a fucking jumbo jet in the gaps between our midfielders. All of these things that he brought into the game, he was telling man that you don't know no better. No. This, you're wrong. All while losing. All while losing, you know. Because you know the wickedest thing is, when you're winning flawless, brother, even if you're winning and you're doing things wrong, you can say, but I'm winning.
You can point to that. You don't have to, it's less about the method when you are getting the correct results. Even though performances matter, you have some form of leg to stand on. You say, hey, you know what? You might not like what I'm doing, but we won 8 and 10. Just like, all right, I see.
But this is the point.
There was nothing positive. There was nothing.
But there was no positive reinforcement,
Nothing.
From what he was doing, and he was still gaslighting, man. Because I always say, like, I'm a big fan of boxing, but like Roy Jones Jr., was such an athletically gifted boxer, that if you want to learn boxing, never watch him, because he done so many things fundamentally wrong and got away with it that you're not going to get away with it because you're a fucking mere mortal, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like a normal human being doesn't get away with the shit he got away with. The same with Muhammad Ali. A normal human being doesn't get away with the stuff he got away with because fundamentally he done bare things that he shouldn't do, innit? So, but they were winning.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, because they were winning, you can't tell them nothing. But if they were getting beat and they were doing all the things wrong, and they kept saying, nah, bro, I know fighting. You don't know fighting. Man's chin's getting slapped clean off his head every week, every month. Man said, bro, you can't tell me nothing. What do you mean? What do you mean I shouldn't step out backwards with my chin up in the air, bro? And then man's getting knocked out every week. But man's telling you you're getting it wrong. A man's just getting concussion after concussion after concussion. Because that's what was happening with AMORIM. Do you know what I'm saying?
He was
doing everything wrong, losing, and then telling us that we were wrong.
Yeah, it was like at points. I've never felt this with a manager before. I felt like he was talking directly to me. Even though he wasn't talking directly to me, I felt like he was talking directly to me. Those things that I'd said, it's like he would respond to. Then I'd respond to what he's saying, like you mentioned there. So we weren't winning games. We weren't performing well as a team. No individuals was performing well. We weren't defensively sound. We weren't offensively sound. The midfield wasn't good. What was good? There weren't youth players playing well. There weren't youth players. There was nothing to point to. Nothing. At least if you're defensively sound, you can point to and go, all right, you know what? We're not scoring goals, but hey, at least we're not conceding. Like Van Gaal's like that. We didn't score a lot of goals with him, but defensively we were very, very good and very, very structured. As much as I didn't like the football, there was nothing. And then, like you said, he would come out and say, yeah, it's the players. Criticize the players. Us, talking about, yeah, we're gonna suffer.
But the funny thing is,
Carrick's made you look so. Carrick has made you look absolutely. Every single game Carrick's managed is made you look worse. And I think the biggest indictment of that is Maino. He's the one I look at. The fact that not only did you not want him to play, which is numero uno, which is terrible, you said him and Bruno couldn't play together. And now him, Casemiro, and Bruno are playing extremely well together. So I thought they couldn't play. You were so bad, people thought Bruno and Cunha couldn't play together. That's been dispelled. I don't hear that no more now.
Bro. And even them, though, the thing is, it's not optimal, but it can still work. You know what I mean? It's not optimal. You don't get the best. You don't get the best of Cunha when he plays with Bruno, and you probably don't get the best of Bruno when he plays with Cunha. However, in a good system, that's the shit that we don't need to be worrying about.
It could work because unless you've been somewhere 3-4 years and spent a whole load of money, it's highly unlikely you are going to have the perfect team, perfect 11, perfect squad. This is why you're a manager. This is why, because that's easy. If you have a world-class 11, give that to me and it's going to get results. Why hire a manager? I'll do it for 10% of what he's doing it in terms of price. So you save a whole heap of money if you just have 11 world-class players out there. That's the easiest part to do when things are going well. Where you earn your money is when you don't have all the players you need. When it is going wrong, get the most out of what you have, which is what Carrick's doing. If you give Carrick a blank template and say, all right, you have 11 players you can pick in Europe, highly unlikely that any of them players make it. Maybe 1 or 2, probably 3 at max. He probably is not like, you think he's like, yeah, you know what? Maguire and Martinez, guess what? Hey, that is the centre-back pairing I want. Hey, the full-back pairing I want is Luke Shaw and Delon. No, it's not. But he understands, hey, let me work with what I've got because there is some qualities here, even if you're not good enough overall. Same way playing in Bremo was the 9, and Bremo's not, he's probably his first choice number 9. Same way with Aaron and Cunha might not be his first choice wingers and Bruno in the 10. But you know what he looked at and went, hey, all 3 of these 4 are good at getting G&A. So let me figure this out and make this work. And now all of a sudden we're scoring goals by the boatload. We've already scored more goals this season than the entire last season.
Man stumbled across the Mbumo in the 9 thing, and it's because we were playing against Arsenal. I mean, they're playing against Man City, and he was like, yo, we're going to play in transition. So, yeah, let me just try him through the middle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. And then it worked. Like, and then all of a sudden, you know what? It's worked. We're going to stay here. Like, this is how most things happen in football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You try a thing. If it works, keep it. If it doesn't work, change it. That's common sense, bro. And this is what I mean about Ruben Amorim. He was failing and he wasn't changing things. That's not real life.
No.
Real life is not that.
Yeah, because it's trial and error. If something's not working, you change it again. Because the thing is, a manager can have ideas and go, hey, you know what? This player and this player together is going to work. And then you try it and it don't work. And then on the flip side, you have something that you're like, all right, I'm not even sure if this is going to work, but let me try it. Do you think I didn't expect that? I didn't expect Mbeumo in the 9 to work as much as it did. If you would have told me 2 months ago, I'd be sat here saying, hey, Mbeumo should be at 9 for the rest of the season. I would have told you you're crazy. That sounds like a crazy super chat. And me dismissing it, saying, no, I don't think Mbeumo should be at 9. Now I'm saying so. I was literally just watching. It came up on Instagram earlier, and it was a documentary on Amazon, and it was Cole talking about his partnership with York. Guess what? That was on accident. Because even when, I think it was Paul Scholes said he picked up, I think it was Brian Kidd. And when they were signing York, Brian Kidd was like, I'm not too sure them two are going to be able to play together.
Brother, not just that. Andy Cole told me that Yorkie was meant to replace him, bro.
Yeah.
He was meant to leave that season.
Yeah.
He was meant to leave. I didn't even know that. And it wasn't common knowledge. Like, them two got the most iconic partnership in Premier League history, and one was meant to replace the other, bro. It was an accident. You know them ones. And this is exactly this is how it happens in football sometimes.
Because York said that. Because he was like, I'm an island boy. His parents from an island as well. And he just helped me out in and around Manchester.
So why would they not get on? Do you know what I'm saying? But again, their man probably saw them two's personalities and just thought, nah, they're not gonna gel, bro. But naturally, man them is man them.
Yeah, that's what it is, because I don't think people don't realize that you don't have to be the same as your brethren for you two to get along, type of thing.
Yeah, facts.
You can have you have man them that I know this man them who are stone cold on road. You know what I'm saying? And then man them who are 110% civilians. Guess what? Them two can be brethren.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on the same
man
thing.
In the same group chat. Do you know what I mean? Man are doing the same things. We know the same people. We're at the same motives, but we're on different things.
On different things. I know that. Our brethren who are, bro, I'm 110% a civilian. Always been. Man, see me be like, oh yeah, Flot, he just on his music thing. Man, we're on road. Still cool. Still brethren. Still, what you saying, man? There's nothing but love, there and all this type of stuff. And that's what it is. People think, though, that it's like the gal thing where one of them's a hoe, they're always a hoe. That don't work with all of them. It's not the same.
With man them, it doesn't work like that. But this is the difference, because, but again, that's because men and women are very different when it comes to influence, bro. A lot of the time, gal are very, very easily influenced. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, usually, man them, if they're masculine brothers, to a certain degree, they can stand on their own, they can have their own opinions, and they can be within a group and just be their own men, innit? Women are not designed to be that way. So it's completely different. So like, you could be at a birthday with the man them, and there can be trappers on one side, footballers on the other side, normal 9-to-5 civilians, and everyone's sitting at the same table and everyone's equal, bruv.
And everyone's just chilling, everyone's cool, everyone's running jokes, everyone's talking, bands, all that
everyone's
type of
doing
stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So you're 100% right. Them man thinking that them man weren't gonna gel is crazy. Like, man them doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like, and they probably did, because they are. Like, and even when Cole spoke on this, they was like, oh, we are polar opposites. They couldn't be more. They couldn't be more opposite. But guess what?
Listen, Yorkie was out on the town. He was outside. You know them ones, like fully outside, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man slept outside, bro. Man just was outside with a tent, blood. You know them ones.
He was always outside, and Cole's the complete opposite. Who's just more laid back, chilled. But again, they would help each other. That's the thing is. I think, obviously, as we've seen, York brought the best out of Cole, and Cole brought the best out of York, and you've seen that on the pitch and off the pitch. Remember, Cole,
bro, why am I seeing this brother's hair, on BN Sports, bro?
Oh, we talking about United Strand?
Yeah, but I just turned across like, and I'm just seeing that the maddest white afro, yeah, just on my television screen. Like that's what we just need to win, yeah. So that gimmick can end. You know
You're
what
cutting it down. And again, that's just it. Just shows how bad the team has been. That has happened. Because I bet he didn't imagine this. He didn't think, hey, you know what? All these days later, we still want to win 5 in a row. So hey, big up United, Shad. I hope you cut your hair because it means we win the game. That's where I'm at with it. And the fact that that can happen, even though it's funny and it's a joke, people need to realize that not winning 5 games in a row for that length of time is a problem. Like the results not matter to you, lot. The performances not matter, because as much as I like what Carrick's done results were, love the results.
The performance that's doing it. 100%.
That's it. I equally love the performance. If we had dropped points in any of them games, I would have felt aggrieved. I'd have been like, right, we didn't win this game. All right, cool. At least the performance is there.
But the wickedest thing is, yeah, it's like the first 2 games, the City and Arsenal games, yeah, like I got the confidence from the Arsenal game from the City game, if that makes sense.
Is that why you was, is that why you was confident going into the Arsenal game?
Brother, because I saw how we played against City, yeah, and I said flat out, we play like this against Arsenal, we're smoking them, because I seen it, bro. Like the thing is with me, yeah, like I'm just mad analytical. Like bare people always say to me, things are, it's not that deep, bro. It's always that deep, bro. You know them ones there, bro. Because I don't care. Before anything happens in life, before anyone says something, they have to think it first. And then it's, why did you think that? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's always that deep. There's layers to everything, bro. I can just choose to overlook certain things. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the reality. When I saw that Man United performance against Man City, firstly, I was like, all right, cool. It's a good performance. Why is it a good performance? Is it a good performance because they're shit? Is it because of their style? How's the way we're playing now going to translate against a team that plays differently? Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking at the framework of what we set up. I'm looking at our mid-block. I'm looking at when we pressed. I'm looking at the aggression when we pressed. Do you know what I mean? And how quickly we won the ball back. I'm looking at how competent we were in possession. And I put all these things together, the compactness of the team. And I said, you know what? If you copy and paste this into another game, it still works. Do you know what I'm saying? When we won against Ruben Amorim, I've lost count the amount of match reactions I did. And I said, brother, I ain't seen nothing here that we can copy and paste into next week that's going to win us the game. I said it too many times, bro, because there was nothing that was transferable skills-wise or setup-wise. It was purely just the players winning us games. When we won that Lyon game, there was nothing other than fuck it, caution to the wind, man them just try and win the game.
Yeah. And that's it. And trust me, like, I was with you on that, because there's match reactions I did, Rants, and I was fuming. I was... There was I was mad after games. It was so crazy. There were certain losses I wasn't as mad as when we won certain games. Yeah. Because I'm like, this is not acceptable. Like, it really wasn't. Like, I'll never forget Southampton when Ahmad scored the hat-trick. See, I remember that off the top of my head, people. Southampton. Fuming. I was livid after, we won. Why are you not happy? Performance. And lo and behold, we continue to fall off a cliff after that game. Same way with our wins this season. I look at Palace, for example. I kept saying that. People are like, you went to... And this is before Palace had fallen off. The Palace win. Why are you unhappy about the win? I'm not unhappy about the result. I'm talking about the performance, sustainability. I talk about this all of the time. There's no team that challenges and wins top honors that doesn't perform well 8 to 9 times out of 10. You're going to have the one-off where you don't play well. And that's when you then rely on the individual brilliance you have in your team to get you over the line. But more
that's not sustainable, because players have off days.
This is my point. So we need the system there. That's why it's a team game. This ain't individuals. This ain't an individual sport. Sorry, this is a team sport. And that's where I'm at with it. So that's why I'm like, we beat Palace. No difference between the Palace game and the Everton game we lost. It's just that Xerxes scored a banger and Mount scored a good goal.
Facts. When you look at the goal that Xerxes scored, it's
a banger.
When you look at the goal that Xerxes scored, and this is why when I was on Mandem Talk, I said to one of the youths on there, I said, all right, cool, name me another striker in the league that scores that Xerxes goal, bro. Brother, he pulled that rabbit out the fucking hat, bro. Like, you're not supposed to score a goal like that on your weaker foot from that angle. Like, that's not supposed to happen, bro. Do you know what I mean? That was pure fuckery, bro. Like,
pure quality. And why
you can't rely on that to win games.
Yeah. Why are we having to pull why do we have to pull a rabbit out of a hat to win matches? Like you shouldn't, and that was the case all the time. That was the case all of the
And
time.
bro, the other game is all right. Like when you look at that Sobbo free kick against Arsenal to get Liverpool the 1-0 lead, I mean the 1-0 win. Cool. In games like this of that magnitude, when it's on a knife edge, yeah, cool, you can rely on a moment.
Yes.
But you shouldn't be relying on moments against Crystal Palace, my G.
No, you shouldn't be. And we was relying on moments against everybody.
Everyone.
There was few and far between. There was the odd good performance, team performance, the odd one. Whereas Carrick's come in and got 4 straight. Even if we don't win the 4 I go, the performance was better. Yes, results needs to same way. That's why I didn't crash on Fletcher for the Burnley game. You know why? Because we performed better. But what people did,
yeah, facts. We just didn't get the result, but the performance was there.
The performance was much better. Oh, why are you happy? We drew against Burnley. It's Stop doing results-based analysis and watch the game with your 2 eyes and see that they scored a banger and a deflection, and we hit the woodwork 3 times, I think it was, or twice. We had 2 cleared off the line. Their keeper made some great saves, and we missed a couple.
You're right. We had a couple cleared off the line. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like he coached the win, and we just didn't get over the line, and I'm okay with that, guys. And this is my thing, bro. I use the same metrics to measure everything, and this is why, for the most part, yeah, I get consistent outcomes. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was telling you, man, about Patrick Dorgu, I said, this guy's a good player. He rushes his work. He looks like he's trying to do things too quickly, but the ideas are correct, bro. When he was trying to play certain passes, I was like, it's the right pass, but the wrong way to pass, or the right pass, but you've released it too early, or you've released it too late. But the common theme with Dorgu was that the idea was right. So I always said, I will never criticize a guy for making the right decision, yeah, and the execution is not the right execution, because you can work on execution, but decision making is harder to teach.
It's harder to deal with.
You can't teach decision making with players. Execution can be worked on through reps. Yeah. Repetition. Do you know what I mean? And his ball striking is improved. We've seen it.
And that ties in also to not only being moved further forward in the pitch, confidence is high. He don't try that. You see the goal he scored against Arsenal? Never mind the shot. He don't try the 1-2 with Bruno.
Yeah.
I've not seen this guy play a 1-2 before Harry got here. I'm not going to lie.
No, but to be fair, he always looks for the combinations, Dorgu. That's the kind of player he is. And I noticed that early, but he would play the pass early and the player didn't get there. He would rush the combination and he'll pass it, and he's already thinking about running forward before he's even played the pass. Everything was too rushed, didn't it? And I'm like, bro, slow it down. Complete the pass, then make the run. He's trying to run and pass at the same time because he's trying hard to impress, and then there's probably a bit of nerves, and do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's new.
You're playing in this idiot system, because to me, I don't even look at him as a left back. I look at him as a left winger. I seen him playing them 2 games, and I said, you're a final third player. Doesn't mean that you can't play left back in emergency, but I don't want you as the starting left back or the backup left back. I'm like, put him in the final third. Look at the way he's attacking, and look at his attacking intent. Look at the way he moves in the attack. Like, don't play him at left back. He needs to be getting forward. He needs to be running byline to byline and using his athleticism and the engine that he has. That's where I'm at with it, with Dorgu. And hopefully when he gets back, he'll be able to play some part towards the back end of the season as well. But confidence is and that's key as well. The confidence that these players are showing. You can vividly see it. The Old Trafford crowd olaying. When the last time we heard Olays, and even the commentator was running jokes about it, talking about when's the last time we heard Olays, and then the co-commentator said, well, AMORIM never won 4 in a row while he was here. We ain't heard the stadium like this in his entire time.
That's what I'm saying. And now at Man United, it's like, when's the last time you heard Olays? Last week, blood. You know what I'm saying, bro? We're Rondoing everyone off the park. Like, everyone. Everyone, bro. Like, we're making every game look like a training session. Every single one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brother, I've not seen my team, 4 games in a row just laying teams off the park. Every single game, bro, without fail, bro. Regardless of the scoreline. It could be 0-0, a man are getting popped. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what freedom looks like. This is what freedom looks like, bro, because these are players that have been held back, bro. That's why it looks like this, bro. Ruben Amorim was holding these players back, bro. That's the reality. Like, a lot of these players had way more to give. They were being held back, and they were being scapegoated as well, bro. Like, The man them that were calling Cunha a flop and calling him shit, bro, we haven't forgotten. We haven't forgotten. You man are still, you're the same man that was dancing when he bins out Arsenal.
No. Yeah. You were the same man. You were the same man was surfing. Yo, someone should come and flip the board.
You man was surfing
so you fall in the
when
water.
he packed out Arsenal. But man were telling me, oh, you know what? Do you think we wasted money on Cunha? Oh, he's overrated. He's got no first touch. Yeah. All of these other things we was hearing, you know, brother. Oh, he's too greedy and that. That was only like 2 weeks before. Do you know what I'm saying?
Before, people, I remember that. I remember it because I remember defending him as well. I was like, I hear the criticism of him performance-wise, but to say he's a waste of money and he could only do it at Wolves and this ain't Wolves and all this rubbish nonsense. Because even before, Rants, even before the Arsenal game, he had his impact. He had his impact in the City game when he got off the bench.
Yeah.
And people were quiet about it then. Oh, we can't. Yeah. And then it was, at first it was he can't play in the side. Then he had the performance against City off the bench and then also off Arsenal off the bench. Then it was like he can't start. Then he played well against Fulham and Spurs and now he's silent. I mean, it's silent. All of that. Everything that people said on the AMORIM to defend him has been absolutely dismissed and butchered in his last 3 weeks. In his however long Carrick's been here.
Bro, the fact that it's taken
all of it. It's
taken 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, to erase Ruben Amorim's whole legacy, bro. We've already got more points now, I think, than we got last season or something like that.
No, it's the goals. We've already scored more goals in the league this season than we had last season, and there's 13 games to go.
Okay. Ooh.
We scored 40. We scored 46 so far this season. We scored
that's what I'm saying. Last season. Yeah, we scored 10 goals in the last 4 games, right?
Yeah, there we go, 10 goals, and don't forget. Then before that, 2 of the goals was with Fletcher. So 12 of the goals of that total have come from those 2. So 0 goals to show how bad Amorim was managing.
Yeah, that's crazy, you know.
To show how bad he was, that between Carrick and Fletcher, they've got 12. And we're now on 46. So how
you see what I'm trying to say? That's nasty, bro. Do you know what I mean? But man, we're trying to tell us that we need to give this manager more. We didn't get his players. We didn't back him. We need to give him more time and that.
And then they try to be shameless and talk about, oh, it's his window now. So which one is it? Because I thought all these players was useless.
Bro, they said that, brother, but flawless. They said that Amorim didn't get his players. Yeah. And then they said, that he built this team. Do you know what I'm saying? And basically Michael Carrick is profiting off Amorim's hard work. So which one is it, my brother?
Is it? Yeah.
Because it can't be both. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of the situation. It can't be it's his players and it's his team, and then it's not his players and it's not his team, bro.
Facts. It's one or the other.
And this is what it is. These man always moving the goalposts, bro. They're pagans, bro. And this is what happens when you're doing the cult football fan thing here and you're just supporting blindly and there's no logic.
Yeah, like watch with your 2 eyes. Forget who the manager is. You forget about it. Oh, is it? We overtook our points too. We had 42. We got
See, I knew I weren't tripping. I was thinking, hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Look how bad it is. We've already outscored and got more points, and it's 13 games to go.
Do you know what I mean? Man said Amorim left Man United in a good place, but you know what the wickedest thing is, when he took over, we were 4 points off top 4. When he took over. So how did he leave us in a good place if we are 4 points off top 4 and we finished 15th and lost the cup final and then got knocked out the fucking League Cup in the first round we could have been in? Like, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, the rewriting of history is diabolical.
And we can't rewrite it. You know why? Because we watched it. The revolution won't be televised. It will be live streamed. Because you can go back and watch these things when Rants is talking about it, when I'm talking about it. We spoke about this on a weekly basis, talking about he left us in a good situation. The confidence was in the bin.
Right.
One of our best academy products in recent times in Maino almost left. Couldn't get a kick. Couldn't get a game. For people who love youth courage, success, and the principles of the club and the message of the club and all of these things and United DNA that people like to talk about, he almost left. You can't tell me he's not talented, and Maino wasn't an unknown quantity because we had seen what he had done prior. Hence why we were saying, hey, you know what, maybe you should play him. And people say, oh, he's not good enough. Or we can't run to defend the manager who weren't getting results anyway. All right, man.
Bro, but this is it, bro. And the thing is, none of the arguments for keeping him were coherent. You know what I'm saying? They've all been disproved. They've all been disproved. Do you know what I'm saying? And
if I froze. think I have, Anna. Let me refresh. That's it. Oh, I thought it was me. You
No
lot.
idea what happened there, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was me. That's why I refreshed.
Nah, bro, this thing,
Okay.
something put, one second.
Oh, good. No stress. Do your thing, fam. Do your thing.
Oh, fuck. Oh, why is there this, brother? This is moving mad.
Yeah, you're all good. I thought
Brother,
it was
this
me.
thing's got
I should
two
ask
of
the
me
chat.
in here, you know. I'm seeing myself twice, like, do you know what I'm saying? That's some madness. But yeah, like, yeah, them man are idiots, bro. Them man are
Yeah.
absolute idiots, bro. And the thing is, yeah,
Go on.
with these fans, they think that we forgot, bro. We ain't forgot, blood.
Nah, I will never forget. Hence why when people are like, why are you still on this case? Because I will never forget what I was told from my own fans and rivals. From rivals, I hear it to an extent. You're gonna run bants, you're gonna run jokes, etc. You're gonna go over the top. But it was fans who was watching it and now here praising Carrick, saying this is what it should have been like the whole time. Same way, I'd admit if I was wrong. If AMORIM would have turned it around and we was on smoke this season, I'd go, hey, you know what? I didn't see this coming. I called this one wrong. Props to him, props to the team. Absolutely.
And the thing
not.
is, there's nobody that didn't want him to do well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like saying that he's not doing well
doesn't mean you don't want him to do well.
Supporting him. You know them ones. Like everyone supported him when he came in. But when you're lying and either making excuses for his failure or gaslighting other people into believing that he's not failing, you're a problem, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're a problem. People are idiots as well with it. That's the thing. It is.
But this is what I mean. I know a lot of men were kind of hoping that, do you know what I mean? We didn't do as well as quickly, yeah, because they wanted to prove that it wasn't the manager and it was the players.
People hate I've never seen that. Hate watching your own team because a manager with a 31% win rate got sacked. Not a manager who had won the league or won the Champions League or a double or a treble or back-to-back titles. No. Manager who had a 31% win rate, people backed and then wanted the team to do bad. Because I remember the tweets and the conversation after the Burnley game. Oh, see, look, it's the team. Now you silent. And if we drop points today, they're just waiting. Just waiting because we're not going to win every game from now to the end of the season. I'm saying, and I'll speak at the end of the season. I don't want to disrupt the team, but you were fine disrupting the team when you was here.
Brother, but this is what I'm trying to say. How dare you say that you don't want to disrupt the team, bro, when literally you was kippering us?
Yeah, you disrupted the team when you was here. Now you care. I can't wait for him to speak, man. Should have done it now.
Brother, there's nothing he can say because you can't blame the players because they're playing without him. You know what I'm saying? Can't blame the ownership because you're going to come out and say you didn't get the players that you wanted, but you was never getting the players that you wanted, bro, because we've got a recruitment department set up in the way that is set up for a reason, bro, because we're always going to recruit in the best interest of the club.
Yeah.
So you was never going to be given free reign.
Which is why I want him to talk, because if he turns around and says, I didn't get the players I wanted, that dispels the myth that this window was him.
Yeah.
Yo, show me you're stupid. Show me you're working out. I love to see it. That's where I'm at with it. Because we know it went wrong and we have ideas as to why it went wrong. But I want to know you're working out. We can speculate why he thought Maino couldn't play. And we have ideas of that. Why he thought Maino couldn't play.
Yeah, but bro, man was laughing on national TV where man's name was fucking mentioned, bro. Man laughed in that.
I want to know. I want to hear him say, yeah, I don't think Maino was athletic enough. I want to hear him say that. Or he's not mobile enough. I give us the I don't think him and Bruno could play because of X, Y, Z. Show me you're working out. Don't tell me a stupid statement. Tell me as to why. I love doing that. When people pop up in my comment section and they say something that is absolute blasphemous, I say, I don't flame them for it. I say, hey, you know what? Elaborate. Show me how 2 + 2 = 76. How did you get there? Please enlighten us. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Please, this, and that's where it is. Yeah, man. Show me you're working out. I want to know why you thought Kobbie Mainoo could not play in this side. Why was Agate playing ahead of him? I hope whoever it is absolutely grills him in regards to the questions they ask. Why did
he'll make sure that he goes and he uses an outlet. He's going to use an outlet, that completely pushes the narrative that he wants to push. Because really, the truth is, nobody wants to hear from Ruben Amorim, bro. You was a failure, bro. There's nothing that you can say, yeah, to make up for the level of failure. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not, there's levels to failure, bro. Like, we look at Ollie as a failure. Do you know what I'm saying? But Ollie's still done way more than you. Do you know what I'm saying? So the level of your failure is beyond any levels that we've ever comprehended, yeah, in this time. So because of that, yeah, there's nothing that you can say that is going to absolve you from what you put us through. Yeah. So it's a waste of breath. It's a waste of time.
It is. And that's where I'm at, like, I want to see it, because I want to see him say, all right, like the Newcastle game, it was working as a back four. Tell me why you changed to a back three. I want to know this. Tell me the thought, please do, because it's more so for the people who backed him. I'm like, where to kill Killmonger in Black Panther? Is this your king? Tell me this. I'm gonna do a whole breakdown of it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do a whole breakdown of it. Same way I did the breakdown of Jim Ratcliffe's interview with the Times podcast. I'm gonna do this. And then I want explanations. I keep saying this to people, to Amri and Innes, and I can't get a response. What went wrong? What was the, because you backed him, so what was supposed to happen that didn't? This is why, same MUFC. Why did you play a back five against Wolves? Why were we a man up against Everton and you persisted with a back five?
Bro,
why
you wanted to match with the? You wanted to match Wolves. Back five versus back five. Do you know what I'm saying?
To say that.
Instead of being brave. You know what I'm saying?
That, Rants. I want him to say, hey, I want. He'll say something on it if he's asked. This is, but where
bro, the thing is, yeah, the Athletic already came out and said insiders told them that United trained a back four all week, and then he switched to a back five like on the day.
So tell me, what was the switch?
He shit the bed.
Tell me what was the switch, and then I want to hear him say that. I want to hear him say, "Hey, you know what? I wanted to match Wolves. This is why I wanted to match a team who had, I think, 4 points at the time or whatever many points they was on. Please enlighten me. Tell me why at Grimsby you couldn't watch the penalties. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Please, why did you have the magnetic board out? This is where I'm at, man. Show me like you're a villain. And we watched enough films, Marvel films. Villains always got a speech. Always got reasoning behind why they do shit, regardless of if you agree with it or not. So that's what I want to know. Like, let me know like who it was. What players did you want? What was the arguments like with Wilcox? Why was it heated? Please, man. I hope this is like 2-3. I hope it's, yeah, man. This needs to be extended, no matter the outlet that it's on. Please 100%. Show me, man. Please. I don't even wait. I didn't even want him to wait. Should have done it instantly. 1-1 of Wolves at home, Grimsby Town, you know.
Yes, I'm joking. And yeah, bro, it completely went over my head that West Ham was Michael Carrick's first team as well. But we're definitely winning today. You know that one. Like Man United gonna break the 5-run duck against Michael Carrick's first team in the Premier League. It's got to be West Ham.
Yeah, and we haven't won that. We haven't won at the London Stadium. It's 5 years.
Yeah, it's got to be West Ham, bro. Do you know what I mean? And we already beat Spurs as well. His other club. Do you know what I mean? So this has to be an omen, bruv. I can't lie. It's got to be an omen.
It's got to carry on with the capital punishment because we beat Arsenal, we beat Spurs, we beat Fulham. Or should I say we beat Fulham? We beat Spurs.
We did, didn't it? And West Ham is the last one, right? No, because we ain't played Chelsea yet. But obviously we beat them already.
Yeah, we beat them already, but we got something for Chelsea. Beat Chelsea. I think we played Brentford as well. Played Brentford again, don't we? So we got something for someone. Like that's what it is. That like I've been saying this because we've been so bad. That's why we've had these horrible records everywhere. This is why we hadn't beaten Spurs in 4 years. Hadn't beaten West Ham away in 5 years. Hadn't beaten Brighton at home in however long. Manchester City at home. Arsenal away. Liverpool away. Let's continue to break these records. Let's continue to do so. That's what we need to be at.
Yeah, that's making a lot of sense now.
Well, that's where we need to be at. Like, continue picking up these wins, continue playing well. Like I keep saying it, same application, same endeavor, everything like that. I like what is going on and the players' confidence. And will this West Ham game be different? Yeah, it's midweek. They'll be up for it. Go there and match them. If we match them effort-wise in application, we have the better team. We have the better players.
Facts. So but this is what I'm saying, and that's what was missing from Manchester United. It's like, tactically, if you match the other team in terms of organization, your individual should take you through the game. The problem is we were set up so fucking bad, that it was just it was like we weren't doing ourselves no favors, bro, because the players were starting in a deficit, bro.
Yeah, they was, and that's what I kept saying. As bad as these players are, and I don't rate them. They are better than they are showing, because I seen other teams with less talent get more. So don't tell me about it. People talk, oh, the defense is off. All of a sudden, we look defensively sound now. These same defenders, same individuals that are awful and need to be sold, and we need to overhaul. All of a sudden, we look defensively better right now. We've already matched. Carrick's already matched how many clean sheets AMORIM had. AMORIM had 2. Carrick already has 2 in 4 games. And the guests did check this one. If we get a clean sheet tonight, that's our first clean sheet away from home all season.
No way.
We ain't got a clean sheet away from home.
Wait, that's crazy, you know?
With 1 DM.
That's actually crazy, bro. And the thing is, we've got 2 clean sheets out of 4 under Carrick already.
2 clean sheets out of 4. And them 2 clean sheets were against 2 of the better sides in the league.
It's crazy, isn't
it? 2 City, who people would say have the best attack, and Fulham, who have one of the better attacks too in the league.
Nah, it was fucking Spurs. We got the clean sheet, innit?
Yeah, Spurs, Spurs, not
Spurs and City. That's what I mean, bro. And bro, Spurs drew with fucking Man City literally the game before?
The game before.
So this is what I'm saying. Man say you only beat insert team because XYZ, but brother, do you know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal couldn't beat a 10-man Chelsea. We beat Arsenal and we beat Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where the City couldn't beat Spurs. We beat Spurs and City. So man don't really want to hear any of the chat, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I swear Fulham beat Chelsea?
Yeah, they did. Fulham did beat Chelsea.
Well, there you go. And we beat Fulham. So
Fulham are far from a scrub side. They almost came back against City with 5-1 down against City, and then they pulled it back to 5-4, didn't they? Yeah. At their place. So Fulham ain't
what I'm saying. So when man are saying our rants, you only beat XYZ because of XYZ, bro. The maths ain't mathing. We beat everyone, that you said. Do you know what I mean? You said there was a reason for why we beat them, but the reasons aren't reasoning, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? Because everyone's getting slapped. So it's one of them ones. We just need to slap West Ham today, and then bro, it's Gucci, bruv. I can't lie. And I think this is a game that we win today, bro. But it's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different kind of performance today because West Ham are a different kind of team, bro.
I think it's gonna be like they're gonna give us a game. Like it's gonna be physical.
Yeah.
They gonna make it difficult, and we gonna have to fight and scrap. And the whole thing of you have only beat XYZ. We didn't beat anybody. So therefore, sitting's gone right. We could never point to a game, and I can't remember the last time I confidently, before Carrick, predicted a Manchester United win.
Brother, that's what I'm saying. Man used to say it we used to say it out of hope more than anything.
It was the style.
Do you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we'll win. We said it because we were back in the beef, but we wasn't sure.
We weren't sure about winning said beef.
We wasn't, but we had to back it anyway.
Because we Man United through and through. 100%. And with this, the West Ham game, it will be. Hence why I'm expecting a tough test. It's a different game. I keep saying West Ham don't like us. United coming to town, they gonna be on this as well. So we'll score goals. It's also defensively, can we be on point? Because I think we'll score. I think we'll score at least a couple. I've got us winning the game 2-0. But again, it's matching them because they will have spells and moments in the game. How do we weather said storms?
Yeah,
that's what we need to be on.
100%, man. Man said Ahmad versus Wan-Bissaka. What is Wan-Bissaka playing left back today, guys?
Nah, be Konya, won't it? Is Nuno gone with the back three, or is he gone with the? Let me check.
I don't know. Nuno loves the back three, though. That's the thing. So I'm kind of expecting him to park it still. You know what I mean?
See if he's gone with the back three. Let's see how it looks lineup wise. Now they're saying there's Google that it's a 4-1-1. Yeah, because he's
4-4-1-1.
Juve. Yeah, because you got Souček, Potts, and Fernandez in their midfield. Then you got Somerville, Bowen, and then is it Castellanos? I think is how you pronounce his name.
Okay. Interesting.
It's
Juve left back. Then so Wan-Bissaka's right back. It's gonna be Wan-Bissaka and against no one because Cunha's gonna cut inside, bro. You know,
which is what I like because we know Wan-Bissaka 1-on-1 demon.
Yeah,
that's his game. You pick up the ball and drag that's what if you drag him inside, or maybe he lets him go. Maybe he doesn't drag him inside. Maybe Wan-Bissaka don't, which then gives us an extra man in the central areas which is what I like. I like that about Cunha because it gives us an extra option in there. Even the Spurs, was it the Spurs game? See that? We forget how many goals he scored. When he scored the banger, he shouldn't have been on that side. He shouldn't have been on that side, but he's but it's unorthodox, and that's what I like about him. He also won the free kick for the Casemiro one on the right-hand side as well. So yeah. And that Juice Athletic, so him versus Ahmad, that'll be a good test for Ahmad, but I expect Ahmad to do the business and hopefully he gets a goal. You should have more. You should have a couple assists anyway. Some bad finishing has caused him that, but we're scoring goals and looking like looking creative going forward. So I'm with it.
But this is what's been good about Michael Carrick, because he specifically said that he gives the players freedom in the moment to drift wherever they need to drift, and it's just about filling in the gaps, bro. So
Smart.
sometimes you'll see Bruno on the left, sometimes you see Cunha on the left, sometimes Cunha will be down the middle, sometimes Mbeumo will be on the right. Do you know what I mean? There was times in the game where Mbeumo was on the left, Ahmed was on the right, and Cunha was central. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the brilliance, bro. Like, they're using their own initiative, yeah, to actually do that, and it becomes more difficult, yeah, for teams to defend against us because they don't know who's gonna be where, bruv.
Fluid. It's tough because you don't know who to pick up, and then you don't know when to drift inside or stay where you're at. You scored 10 and 4 with 5 marginal offsides. Exactly. That's exactly spot on. Getting here talking about chances, and then there's even chances we've missed. We've missed some good chances. We've missed some sitters, which is also good. So we do have 0 reason to not be confident. It's just on the players. Again, I say this: match the effort, match the endeavor, because that's what they're going to bring. They'll bring all types of heart. That's what they're on.
Facts. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. So it's Potts and Suchek, Mavropanos and Disasi centre back, Bowen, Somerville, Castellanos. Yeah, bro, this is gonna be a good game, man. This is gonna be a good game, people.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bruv. Yeah, we're gonna go straight into the watch along, people. You already know what time it is already, bruv. Man's just gonna go set that up, man. Big up Flawless for coming through as well. Hopefully another 3 points, brother.
Let's hope so, man.
That we'll be celebrating. You lot get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. The link's in the title. Let them know what you got coming up. I'm sure you got shows this evening.
Yeah. First and foremost, blessed for having me on. Appreciate you every single time, Rants. Make sure you lot run up the like, subscribe right here, and subscribe to Rants' Clips channel as well. Yeah, show later on. It'll either be a Man United pod where I'm talking all things United, or a Q&A. 1 out of the 2 on Sarcasm City TV. So make sure you check it out, people. So yeah, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, Sarcasm City TV Extra on YouTube. So please subscribe to both, and you see all the content that's on every single day, people.
That's it, man. So you lot make sure you support the thing. I know a lot of you lot are as well. And also big up Dennis for the super chat. So watching Chelsea Rants while listening to your stream, and this game's dirty. 4 yellows and 11 fouls in 20 minutes. Broski. It's one of them ones where Chelsea they're not the best team to watch right now. Do you know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see if they drop points today, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Rafinha's been on a good league run. You know what I mean? Without necessarily playing the best football, man. And they escaped narrowly against West Ham last week. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see if they deal with these, man, today, man. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye on that score as well, man. But for sure, listen, people, yeah. Big up everyone inside. 6 show as usual. Big up the chat. We're redirecting to the watch along. Do you know what I mean? And we're going straight back in, hopefully another